Ooh, some of you guys are mad at me. I have not, talked to you guys in such a long time. It feels like I'm an ex that just popped out of nowhere. I ghosted you guys for like a month and now I'm back. Like my recent situationship. Nah, besides from that, what's up, you guys? It's been a fat minute. I do apologize for that. Life got busy. Um, Luis and I finally decided to do a podcast, and that's what I'm doing right now. And not only that, your girl. Oh, wait, maybe I shouldn't. That's free toe pics. But your girl sprained her ankle, and so I got depressed. So I need to go back to talking to the camera so that I don't go insane. So that's what I'm doing right now, talking to the camera, vlogging again, and kind of giving. What the fuck? Wait, guys, I didn't know this motherfucker was in here. Watch. All right. Damn, you're fat. Dude, special guest. We got Foggy, the fat fuck. He's been sneaking into my room recently, and I don't even know he's in here until he comes out like this. All right, let me kick him out. All right, let's go. Luis and I, we finally decided to do a podcast together for the Fig Gods podcast. For Fig Gods, whatever. And right now, I am actually, this is some behind the scenes, you guys. I don't know if I should be showing you this, but yeah, right now I'm doing the description. I'm doing that. I'm listening to, well, I'm not listening, I'm watching Luke Hopkins, one of the athletes that I like to watch. And I am also now starting to upload everything onto Spotify and onto YouTube. But yeah, every Wednesday, that's what we're aiming for, especially on my end, because I'm the one editing this and I'm the one who came up with the idea. And I think Louise really likes it. I really like it. It's almost like kind of like a therapy session, in my opinion. We kind of just yap for like the next hour, 2 hours, and then and then I just have to edit it. And so that's what I'm doing right now, like I said. So this is some behind the scenes. I'm gonna see if I could switch over to the camera and show you guys what I'm looking at and what I'm working on. So yeah, this is where we upload on Spotify, the Spotify creators. And then, like I said earlier, I am linking all the books that we talked about in today's podcast. And then I'm watching Luke Hopkins right here, sort of like motivate me to, fucking push myself a little bit more. And then I also have to, you know, make the thumbnail right here. This is the picture I chose, so I'm gonna edit it a little bit more, make it pop out. So yeah, you guys, that's basically the behind the scenes of the Fit Gods podcast. And you guys might be wondering, Ruby, what the fuck happened to your ankle? That is a great question. So what happened was that on Saturday, April 19th, no, April 17th, no, 18th, yes, April 18th, I went for my 4 mile run, trying to do some road work. And I slipped on something like up in Melrose. If you're in the Vista area, I slept on something and I literally felt my ankle just like bend to the other side. And I got so mad. I cussed myself out and everything. And then I ran back home because I was like a mile away. And so it was basically 5 miles then. I ran 5 miles. No, yeah. I ran back to my house. And I think because of the adrenaline and the swelling, I don't even know. I didn't feel anything until the day progressed because in the Fake Odds episode, on this one I'm currently working on, I talk more about it. And then throughout the days, it just got more and more worse, which is crazy because first it was this hand, my finger, now it's my ankle. I don't know. I just always had bad luck as an athlete. And so, that didn't stop me. Yesterday I went to urgent care just because the swelling was not going down. It was still hurting. And then today it's pretty good. I'm still using crutches. I'm not using shoes. I'm wearing my Crocs right now just so it's easier for me to put on these and it doesn't hurt my ankle as much. Um, yeah, but today and recently I've just been kind of binge watching shows. I've just finished Bloodhounds season 1 and 2, which is crazy because each episode is an hour, so that's how you know I have nothing to do on my plate. And so I decided today is just to focus more on the podcast and see what I can get done. So, yeah. And so, yeah, guys, right now I am now doing like the final edits when it comes to uploading the Fit Gods video, podcasts, and all that good stuff. Yeah, I just finished writing up the description. It's currently uploading. Here's the thing, it takes fucking forever for this shit to upload. So we're still at 280. 6 minutes for the podcast to be uploaded onto Spotify, and we're at 30% when it comes to actually uploading the video onto YouTube. Once this is all fully uploaded, what I like to do is set up a schedule. I think I can still do it, or I can do it right now. Schedule. So this is gonna be uploaded tomorrow, and I personally like to do 7 a.m. So I think I'm gonna keep the video on. All right, guys, so it is the next day, and I just want to do like almost a follow-up. It was not a good night yesterday. I went to the store to get some supplements to restock. I went ahead and got some more collagen peptides and beetroot extract as well as ashwagandha to add more to my stack in the morning. And so as I was heading back, I get a call from my sister saying that my dog Lobo got sprayed by a skunk, and same thing again, I was super mad. I was super upset knowing that, I wanted to go home and go to sleep, but now I had to go straight to Walmart, get hydrogen peroxide, baking soda, and Dawn dish soap in order to get the skunk smell out of here. And I think it worked, or maybe I just have, what's that term called? Nose blind. I think I have that now. And actually, guys, I just want to, take a pause real quick. I'm so used to talking to the camera now that I kind of want to see like my old first video to see how shy I was to even talking to the camera. Now I'm so more confident. If anything, it's just me kind of still stuttering here and there, but that's just my dyslexia. Nothing that I can really do about besides, just keep talking to the camera and putting myself out there. So yeah, other than that, I do want to share you guys that I finally got my mouthpiece for boxing. It is super cool, super, yeah, I'm really excited to wear this. So, as you can see, yeah, let me see if it'll focus. So if you guys notice, it is actually Pepe the Frog. Is it focus, you guys? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to, there you go. Sort of. Anyways, yeah, we have Pepe the Frog and then my initials in the back. So, yeah. So yeah, you guys, I finally got a mouthpiece just because I noticed that ever since I started wearing cheap, mouth guards, I kind of started noticing an effect. I kept, fucking my shit up. So I went ahead and actually invested into a really decent mouthpiece. It only cost me like $100. So if you guys are here local in Oceanside, go ahead, go to Mouthguard, California. They are veteran owned, and you get 10% off if you're a veteran, military, first responder, all that good stuff. They give you that nice 10% that we deserve. And yeah, make sure you guys check them out if you are like, the combat sport. And also they do also for night. I think there's a certain term for it. But yes, they also do when you're sleeping. If you tend to like kind of grind your teeth, the lady is certified to do that as well. So hit her up as well if you want something done like that. So it's kind of early in the morning. It's Wednesday. Peep the Snoopy cup. I kind of want to go on here just to kind of rant or kind of just vent out for a bit. So where have I been? I said earlier, I started this podcast with Louise, the owner of Fit Gods, called the Fit Gods Podcast, and it's something that I've always wanted to do. Like I said, I've always wanted to do like social media, and here I am talking to the camera in front of thousands of people. Um, Even on my phone with Fig Gods, and it's kind of weird because I don't have much of a following, you guys. You guys can fucking tell. I don't have much of a following, but yet I have people coming up to me in public in my DMs thanking me that I'm such an inspiration or like an idol. And it's just so confusing to me because I I literally have no following at all when it comes to anything. But yeah, people have recognized me from the Fake God videos, the skits that I do, the podcasts that I do, and I don't know, it's so weird. Like I would have thought that I would have more followers on Instagram and TikTok or just in general, but I really don't. And I think it's because I like to be hidden. Like yes, Louise could give me shout outs on the Fake Gods podcast. I mean the Fake Gods Instagram page and I could get more followers, but for some reason I just don't want that. I'd rather do that on my own organically, even though if he did give me a shout out, it could possibly help. But I don't know, something about me doing it myself. It feels good. I don't know. What do you guys think? But anyways, I want to be more consistent when it comes to uploading these videos, just because I made a promise to myself in the beginning of the year that I want to post more. And dude, hey, I'm just fucking human, bro. Not gonna lie. Here and there, I get busy. This isn't my source of income, the social media thing, making these YouTube videos, the TikToks, all that. Instead, I want to focus my growth more on my faith in God, growing more as a person. And this is so weird saying this out loud to a camera, but it feels like I'm taking more accountability on myself because, I keep telling myself, oh, I want to hit these numbers by the end of the week. And by numbers, I mean videos, TikToks, anything when it comes to the social media platform. But I'm busy, man. I have a full-time job. I help Luis and Fig Odds with, the brand itself. Even though, I don't know, I feel like I am like part of Fig Odds. And by that, I mean like I am literally part of Big Odds. We have athletes in there that all they have to do is just post videos. And then there's me that literally likes to sit down with Louise. We try and figure out why sales, are down. Like, I always make jokes about that on the podcast, but literally sales are down and we try to figure out what we can do, pushing ourselves out there. And like I care about Louise, I care about Monica, I care about the brand itself. And it's like, what can I do? So that's why I offered, more of the marketing, more time on the camera. And since I've been more on the camera with Luis and Monica, the more comfortable I feel talking to you guys. And so I just wanted to share that with you. And is there anything else? Yeah, I'm only human, you guys. I want to try and be as consistent as I can be. And hopefully, I start vlogging more because I literally have nothing else to do besides box, gym, and doing social media. And because of that, I also want to bring up my current training split. Um, my ankle is a lot better now, so I feel like I can start weightlifting perhaps tomorrow. And if that's the case, I'm gonna go ahead and, tell you guys my new updated program when it comes to my fitness goals. Give me 1 second, you guys. So one thing I want to tell you guys that I am now focusing more on boxing, and honestly, it's pretty fucking fun. I think it's because I started bodybuilding at such a young age. I think 17 was when I started losing the weight, back when I was like 200 pounds. So losing the weight and still training like a bodybuilder, it just bored me out. And then I had like that small sort of like hybrid athlete phase. I think I'm still in it because boxing it still requires me to do a lot of running and also strength training, but it's completely different now. So what I noticed, if you're more like an athlete and has done boxing for a living, you know by what I mean. Well, you're more used to it, not me. And so in my head, I always believe the more muscle you have, the stronger you are. And so that is not the case. I mean, yes and no. More muscle slows you down. So I do want to take boxing a little bit more seriously. I think it really does occupy my mind and really helps me get back into that discipline and self-motivated mindset and almost something that we talked in the podcast. Anyways, but yeah, I started taking more serious on boxing. Thus, that's why I invested more into a mouthpiece like this, just because I was tired of using cheap brands that had no benefits towards me. And so yeah, one thing I noticed with boxing is that I'm more loose. I'm more chill in the ring because back then I used to be so tensed up because that's all I knew what to do in bodybuilding. In bodybuilding, you're kind of tensed up because you just want to activate that muscle. And so that's all I was in the ring. I was just tensed up and throwing jabs, throwing jabs. But now, I'm slipping more, I'm moving my head more. Footwork and head movement is what I've been focusing more. And I know it's a huge difference. I'm more comfortable in the ring. I'm more comfortable sparring people, which is something that's honestly pretty cool. And it challenges me because I used to be scared going inside the ring. Not anymore. Um, Whenever I do get my ass kicked, beat in sparring, I used to be so fucking mad at myself. Like, I'm not even joking, you guys. I'll sit in my car like, fuck, like, expecting me to be fucking Mike Tyson or some shit. Like, no, it takes years, bro. It takes months of practice, dedication to this sport, which is something that I love. It challenges me. So now when I do get my ass whooped, I don't blame myself. It's more like, okay, what can I do to improve so that I don't get hit in the head as much? What can I do to improve on myself instead of blaming myself for, not not doing so well inside the ring. So yeah, I'm really starting to enjoy the sport even more now, thanks to my coach Rafa, Rolly, and Wid. Love you guys. And I think that's gonna be it for today's video, you guys, because I have nothing much to really talk about. And besides that, do you guys kind of just like it when I just sit in front of the camera and yap, or kind of go back and forth, showing what I do in the day of my life, and then kind of sitting down with the camera and just giving you guys my input, you know, like a life update? I'm not quite sure, you guys, but anyway, you guys, if you do want to check out the Fit Gods podcast, we upload every Wednesday on Spotify and YouTube. Everything will be in the description down below. And if you guys really do want to help me out, make sure you use my code BAZAN, BAZAN, online or in store when shopping Fit Gods. It will help me a lot, you guys. Gratefully appreciated. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. And I promise you guys, we're going to be there. We're going to get there. Luis, Monica, Mary, Jesus, Joanne, all you guys, I promise you, we're going to get out of here. Or not get out of here. We're going to make it. I promise you guys, we're going to fucking make it. Love you guys. Okay.